Will you be around tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you got stuff, do you? Okay, I'll be around tomorrow.
What's a good time? Well, what's a good time for you? I'm more of an afternoon guy. I usually come here
Afternoon's
before
perfect.
work.
Afternoon's perfect.
See you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. So, what was I getting at?
Most deadly knife, yeah.
Okay,
Or sword.
so like knives, swords, axes, all this stuff. Okay, they have purposes.
Mm-hmm.
They have things that they're supposed to do. So, this sword is perfect at doing one thing. That is slashing. This thing will cut through, shoot, people, multiple people.
Is it sharpened right now?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, I can. Okay.
So yeah. So yeah. It has always been the duty of the civilian to learn on their own what the nobles or nobility doesn't want them to.
How did it feel then, like, joining? You was part of the Navy, right?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. Interesting.
Because here's the other thought process behind that. Because like traditionally, where else are you gonna learn to fight with modern weapon systems? Join the military. I'm a high school dropout, and then I decided to sign up for the Marine Corps. And Marine Corps told me that they wouldn't take me on a GED, but they said, but if I get 15 college credits, then I can get in. So now my welcome to college story was literally jumping over to HCC down the road, getting my 15 credits so that I can get the fuck out of this city and go and kill poor people in other people's countries as a poor person. But at the same time, I do respect these weapons for what they are. I'm way more into the historical value, as you've seen, of some of my firearms. Way more into that than I am into the modern stuff. Because like I'm in the process of building like a bolt action rifle that's gonna be my rifle for everything. So my plan is to chop this barrel off and convert it to become a trench broom, and then put the bayonet on there. What now?
Like, what's in the bucket?
Well, I need to clean this up. Projects, more projects. Just haven't had time to do this one, but yeah, that's what I was doing. That's a deer.
What do you do with them?
I don't know.
They're just like, it's kind of like...
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I like them. I was actually thinking about turning one of these into an old school club. Maybe. I don't know. Classic World War II firearm. And I made this sling for it so that I could attach it here. Just free float, hang. Yeah.
I have a question. Do you think everyone should own a gun?
No.
What's like the criteria for like being in the right headspace to be the kind of person that owns a gun, you know?
I mean, you have to have a healthy respect for life. That'd be about it. You'd have to have a healthy respect for life. Do you understand what's going to happen if I point this in the direction that it's going? Do you understand if I do that, what's going to happen if the trigger or the hammer accidentally falls? It's like, do you understand that? Okay, do you understand that what's on the other end of that item that you're holding in your hand can and will be permanently destroyed? Okay then. You should be able to own a firearm. You know?
It's where you enjoyed being in the Marine Corps, where you're like, maybe even like enjoying, and how did it feel? Did you ever kill people?
Okay, let me tell you a story. Alright, so in '07 was when I was doing all the, like, hunting down IEDs, getting blown up, yada, yada, yada. Okay. And the sun starts rising over this, like, mountainscape. It's fucking beautiful. But I've been up for 14 hours, so I'm starting to fall asleep. But I'm falling asleep standing up. So I'm like this, you wake up every few seconds to kind of, like, scan around, look around, alright. So I open my eyes and this truck shows up. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It moves a little closer. So I grab my flare to kind of warn it to, hey, stop at a certain distance. But it stops at that distance already. Okay, cool. I set my flare down. Close my eyes. And then all I remember is my knees giving in, and I drop to a crouch inside of the vehicle as I hear, like, snaps. Just tat, 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 tat. And for science, if you hear a whistle, the bullet is outside of 6 meters of your body. If you hear a snap or a crack, it's within 6 meters of your body. So I see the muzzle flash off the back of this truck, and it's just the steady stream. And I'm still half awake. I'm just like, are they fucking shooting at us? And my buddy up front, he is so calm. He is like, oh yeah, they're behind us shooting at us. And I'm just like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Maybe the
I
scariest
would say
looking.
so. Mimi.
Yeah, well, the scariest looking, I guess. It's just an AR-15. Yeah, this is Veronica. And it was that moment that, like, everybody is like, what would I do in that situation? I got mad. I got mad that he was shooting at me. I got more mad that he was shooting at my friends. So I just sit there and I climb up like, motherfucker. Go to grab the machine. So I'm rack the round, click. Rack around, and these bullets are just streaming by me. I'm just so angry. So I grabbed my M16. And I had a full 28 round mag in there. And I flicked the weapon on semi-auto. Just flick it down once. I swear to you, to this day, everybody I've told this story to, I'll pull the trigger 7 times. I dumped all 28 rounds, and just like that. Ever famous ka-ching sound as it ejects.
I love that.
Yeah, that's this gun.
Wait, what type of gun it is? Is it a gun?
And $1 grand.
$1 grand.
I love this gun. Our recon guys found the truck. It was coated in blood. Blood all over it.
Because they always say, like, oh, the war changed me. Like, in what ways did, like, the war just change you? Like,
I saw a literal fucking angel manifest in the fucking reality. That war confirmed for me that this shit's real. So, I mean, a literal fucking desert angel thing spirit ducked into a door, walked in, stabbed me in the back. Oh, what that sword looked like?
Yeah.
This one, but not fancy. Not fancy. It was a gladius that he stabbed me in the back with. Stabby, stabby, pokey, pokey, choppy, choppy. All technical terms for gladius.
Perfect.
That permanently shifted my ideals, my views, and my thought processes on the occult. And it was like, no, I need to be studying more because that shit really happened. This is all 360 of the spirits that I divined their names, their symbols, and kind of creates a really cool kind of like math image. I did this all by hand. And while this is not a good like representation of like space or representation of like a working, somewhere these names are all going to be used at some point. So, for example, it depends what number of day it is. You'll have like the spirit of the day. You have the spirit of the like week, spirit of the month, yada yada yada, and all their numbers are in here. So I have 5 days of rest in the middle of the year, and then beyond that, well, there we go, 257. See, it's the name of the spirit. And then now I can utilize this if I want, and go to my book, thumb through it, and go, oh, hey, the spirit of such and such. This is day number 257. Now, for March 22nd, for that day in 2 degrees of Aries, when I did my whole like spirit evocation, summoning, divination, this is the spirit that I came up with. What I'm trying to do with magic, somebody might call hippy dippy positive affirmations, but that shit works.
Do you think without magic you would have, in like the occult and the practices that you know, that you would have been able to survive the war or feel more like emotionally intact afterwards?
I'd have killed myself. I'd have killed myself. I'd have killed myself years ago. Because what this allows me to do is it gives me, and this might be psychosomatic, and it probably really is, but it gives me something to search for. Because I had a metric fuck ton of questions about life, about spirit, about reality, about the universe, that no one could answer for me. And I could only answer them myself. And there were plenty of times where I'm just like, you know what? I really could end this now. And then weird shit happened. And I don't know if it's because I was involved in this stuff or not, but I do know for a fact that understanding weird shit more reduces the fear. When the fear is gone, it's because you understand. And I think I understand a lot more about myself, not necessarily the universe or spirits or whether or not this is bullshit or not. It's not that I understand that, it's that I understand a lot more about myself. And I was able to combat all of that suicidal ideation and things like that. And it did creep back in. And it does every now and then creep back in. You have a thought every now and then. But now I'm able to treat it as, oh, that's just an invasive thought. Get rid of that. Yeah, buddy, it's okay.
Probably looking at my camera like, what the hell is that?
I'm not feeding you, buddy. Hey. He is. Yep.
It's like, oh, no food. Bye.
Yeah. That is a no-go.